What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nora if you're new, and if you are returning, welcome back. Listen, disclaimer, okay, because I'm already looking in the viewfinder and all that stuff. We are still trying to figure out lighting, and it's just crazy outside because it's like not super dark. Listen, if it looks really blue, I apologize. We're gonna continue working on perfecting the lighting, but I didn't want that holding me back from actually filming a video. January is almost over, so I definitely felt like it was time for us to do our 2025 fashion trends. Y'all know I love filming this video, okay? And another disclaimer, right? All the disclaimers, y'all already know whenever I put these videos out, I am in no shape or form saying that this is everything you have to wear. These are the only things that's gonna be popping. If you're not wearing these trends, you're not gonna be, that's not what we're getting at all here, okay? This is just more so fun, talking about things that we're gonna be seeing on the runways a lot, things that are gonna be very accessible and easy to purchase in store. And of course, if you are looking for inspiration on different things to wear, I like to put these videos together as well for those folks. So without further ado, let's jump into the video because you already know we got a lot to discuss. So I think we have maybe like 8 or 9 trends. Y'all already know I try not to overwhelm you all in these videos, and I like to do a lot of my research, reading the different fashion blogs, magazines, paying attention to the runways and shows, and trying to just like pull together the main ones that I think are gonna be priority focus areas for you. Number 1 trend that we are going to kick this off with, and if you follow me honestly on any platform, to keep it a buck, you will know this is definitely a trend, and not necessarily a trend even for me. It is just very much a part of my wardrobe and how I like to style things. It is prescription glasses, okay? And we do the air quotes because I don't wear glasses, okay? I don't wear glasses for a prescriptive reason, but I wear sunglasses or just glasses in general all the time because I love the way they look, and I just love the way that they kind of complete any look. And then especially the look of prescription glasses. And again, I say prescription because obviously I don't wear them. I know for a lot of y'all out there who do wear them, but there's definitely this trend of folks wearing glasses that look like prescription glasses. I actually own quite a few pairs of them. Most of mine are actually blue light glasses. As someone who's looking at a screen all the time for work, for content, I definitely like to protect my eyes. So I wear a lot of blue light glasses that look like prescription glasses. I have some from Amazon. I have a bunch of different pairs from 50 Shades NYC. I have a couple luxury ones from Saint Laurent as well. Listen, I love a good prescription looking type of glass. I just think it's giving very elevated. It is giving, you know, model vixen type of vibe. You know, I definitely think of Gisele Bündchen in Devil Wears Prada. Definitely the kind of vibe that we're thinking of there. Miu Miu had a pair that went absolutely viral all over social media, on TikTok. All the girlies were purchasing them. Of course, as I mentioned, a lot of other luxury brands too have a pair. I'm actually looking at another one from either Saint Laurent or there's a pair from Chanel that I really love, And I know for some people it's probably like, why are you investing that kind of money in glasses that are not actually prescription? But again, if you follow me, y'all know I wear them all the time. But I really love this trend, and as I mentioned, I do have some super affordable ones as well from Amazon. So if this is something that you kind of want to test out, I think this is a lot of fun. It's a nice way to kind of play with a different personality, if you will, with your outfits and styling, and I just think they are really fun. And of course, for the girls who already wear glasses, y'all can keep buying your glasses because clearly we all trying to look like the rest of y'all. And for the ones like me who don't actually need prescription glasses, I just think this is a fun one, okay? I think this is fun. It's a little bit quirky. It's a little bit different. And again, another way to just add something personal to your look. All right, our second trend is going to be micro shorts. And I actually think we might have talked about this trend before sometime last year. I think they were referring to it a little bit more as like hot pants, but you're definitely still going to see the micro short trend a lot more. I was always on the fence about this trend just because I feel like it can get a little risque, right? If not done properly, in my opinion. But what I've been seeing a lot of the girls styling recently with the micro short trend, they've been doing it with tights underneath, right? Tights and then like a really nice blazer, oversized blazer that kind of hits the same length as the short, and then like a really classic like pointy toe pump. Now that way, that styling, I'm there. Absolutely love. I think it looks so chic. It's sexy, but again, it's still elegant. It's still going to look pretty appropriate in a lot of different places. Of course, you're probably gonna be on the chilly side if you're in, you know, colder places, but with the tights, I think this makes for a really fun look. I think it's also like a really nice twist, if you will, on kind of like your androgynous, more masculine, almost like suit pant style, but instead of doing a traditional trouser, you could definitely do the micro short. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it styled this way. Candidly, I'm still a little bit on the fence just overall, just because, baby, a lot of these micro shorts I'm seeing is micro, okay? They're tiny. They're tiny. And even me as someone who isn't very voluptuous back there, I still feel like sometimes it might be a little bit much. So if this is a trend you want to try, it would definitely be one that I'd say like try to find a style that complements your body, your shape very well. If you feel like it's going to be exposing a little bit too much, definitely try it with a tight, a blazer on top, and then of course accessorize it how you please. All right, so moving on to our third fashion trend for 2025. Baby, it's just gonna be animal print, okay? It's gonna be animal print overall, right? I feel like the last couple of years, we've had a different animal print kind of like really trending for that year. We've seen leopard, we've seen zebra, we've seen cowhide, we've seen like, you know, snake skin, kind of like python. All things animal print are going to be the rage this year. And of course, I really love animal print because I think you can wear it a lot of different ways. If you are someone who doesn't want to wear like a full-blown trench coat, right? You don't want to wear a cowhide jacket. You don't want to wear a full-on like python pair of pants, whatever it might be. There are different ways that you can style this. You can obviously do it in accessories. You could do it with shoes. But if you are someone like me who is really loving a lot of the pieces, honestly, I've been seeing coming out, especially in the cowhide kind of print, baby, I'm there. Cowhide print definitely has been eating it for me. Anything kind of like reptile, python, snake-ish kind of feel, I'm loving it. I've even seen this like tiger print, I wanna say it was Bottega, floor length fur coat, 8 down, okay? 8 down. So I am definitely here for the animal print. I'm someone who I could see myself styling these a lot of different ways that I have no problem kind of taking the plunge and buying like full-blown pieces there. But I think this is a really fun trend that honestly just about everyone can kind of play with, and I think you could do it in your own way that tailors to your style, what you're willing to invest in, and of course you can play with a lot of different prints as you please. One really good thing too about animal print just in general really trending right now, kind of like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you're gonna be able to find these pieces a lot of places. So this is gonna be the time, you know, if you are trying to build your wardrobe with these pieces, this is the time for you to pick them up, add them to your wardrobe, you know, make sure you're kind of building your collection, because when they kind of go out of style or are no longer trendy, we know everything is very cyclical, but at that point, it's a little bit tougher to find in store. I'm already finding, even for me with some of the cowhide pieces that I want, I was sleeping on them. I was taking a little bit too long and they're starting to sell out already. So I would definitely say not only just with the animal print trend, any of these trends we're talking about, they're trendy because they're gonna be readily accessible. So if you're interested, now's the time. The next trend is gonna be one that's already been consuming me, already been living in my wardrobe. It's been living on my luxury wish list, just my wish list in general. And it is going to be the hourglass kind of like cinched waist styling. Let me tell y'all, if you follow me on TikTok, you already know I had that video go viral of that Zara blazer, that like hourglass shape blazer, and for very good reasons, because the blazer is absolutely stunning. And something about the hourglass shape is it is flattering on everyone, okay? For the girlies that are already blessed, right? The lucky ones who already have that, you know, beautiful curvy shape, it already accentuates that. For the girls who might be like me, where we're a little bit more athletic, a little bit more boxy, it gives us that illusion that we have that shape. And of course, all shapes are absolutely stunning, but I know for a lot of us, we want kind of like that illusion of like a smaller waist to hip ratio, and the hourglass kind of like cinched waist feel is perfect for that. Definitely gonna see it in blazers, I'm gonna see a ton of this in coats as well. In one of my recent videos, I know I mentioned the one from the Helsa collection that she dropped on Revolve. I know like Balenciaga does their own version. Zara came out with like a floor length wool coat that has that hourglass shape as well. Baby, I'm eyeing it, okay? It's already sold out of my size, but I signed up for the reminder. And then a ton of other brands as well. I know COS has one, Aritzia has one, but just overall looking at that hourglass kind of cinched waist is definitely going to be huge in 2025. Of all the trends we're going to talk about today, I feel like this is one that is going to have a lot of longevity in your wardrobe. I just think this silhouette is timeless, and again, it is so flattering that it's not something that a couple years from now you're going to be like, I don't really want to wear this anymore. Any piece you pick up with this kind of like hourglass cinched waist kind of silhouette, I think is gonna look awesome in your wardrobe. So of course, I don't even know if I said this at the beginning of the video. Y'all are seeing images here on screen of what I'm talking about, but love anything hourglass, okay? Give it to me. Like I said, I have a couple wish list items that I'm eyeing, including that Helsa jacket. I need it immediately. Now, you know, we can't do a fashion trends video without talking color of the season. Now, I have seen, I will say, maybe like a couple other colors that they've mentioned that I'm like, I mean, they've already been trending and it's kind of like an easy cop out, right? Like we've seen, I think Pantone said like mocha mousse or like a mocha color is gonna be really big. Of course, you've got like your burgundies and all that good stuff, but a color that is going to be very trendy and big for 2025 is going to be pistachio green, okay? And as a girly who has, you know, nicely welcomed herself to the green community, I'm really excited to see this. Now, I will say pistachio green is not usually a color that I gravitate to that often. And if I do, it's more in spring or summer that I would probably gravitate to that shade of green. But pistachio green in general is going to be all the rage in 2025. So I think this is gonna be a really fun color for folks who already love, you know, wearing color in their wardrobe. But even if you're someone who doesn't gravitate towards it that often, I feel like this is a really cool way to jump into more color in your wardrobe because it's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit softer, it's a little bit more subdued. It's not like super out there in terms of some of the shades of green you could see. And then of course, kind of like I mentioned with animal print, you don't have to wear pistachio green head to toe. Obviously, if you want to, baby, rock it, okay? But if not, you could definitely look at accessorizing. So shoes, jewelry, bags, earrings, anything really in that pistachio green color, I think is gonna be absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. I think pistachio green too is really fun because I think it'll look stunning against like all skin tones, all like undertones. I'm actually really excited to see how different fashion brands kind of style and like what pieces they engineer and put out in this pistachio green color. Let me know, of course, of all the trends, kind of what you're thinking, but especially with this color, I feel like it's not completely out of left field, but it's a little bit different than I think of some of the colors that we've seen in recent years that have been really big. Let me know if you're gonna be styling pistachio green, and if you are, if you've already seen like pieces that you're interested in styling, let us know. Moving right along, our next trend is going to be East-West bags. And I have to say, I'm intrigued, okay? Not that it's anything new that I haven't seen before, I'm intrigued because looking through my own collection, I realized I don't have any, okay? I don't have any East-West bags. And for those who are not familiar, East-West is kind of just essentially referring to the silhouette and shape of the bag. So obviously, as you could think, east to west, so they are kind of longer in shape, a little bit more rectangle. It's giving sausage dog, if you will, right? Okay, so that's kind of what you're gonna be thinking when you hear the term East-West bags. The first one that comes to mind for me immediately is the Alaya Lateco bag. I love her, okay? I think she's gorgeous. I know it's kind of like mixed reviews in terms of what people feel about that bag, but I think it is absolutely stunning. There's just something about it that's so chic. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it gives very elevated. She's put together. She knows what she wants in life, right? Dior has also an East-West version of their Lady Dior, which I also think is very stunning. You can also think a little bit about the Andiamo bag from Bottega, where they have like that East-West kind of clutch, which is also stunning. And then of course, a lot of like dupes, fast fashion, high street type brands have done their version as well. So East-West bags, which I think are gonna be fun. I know we've really been in this kind of like big bag, tote bag era, which I don't think is going anywhere quite yet. But for the girlies who maybe feel like they don't need as much, or if you're looking for a bag that potentially could transition really nicely into an evening bag, E-sweat specs might be exactly what you're looking for. So trend number 7 for 2025, statement heels. And if you know anything about me, this is me, baby, okay? This is me. A lot of these trends I know I really enjoy, love, and want to test out. This is me right here. I love a heel, okay? As someone who is a little bit closer to the ground, right? You know, a little vertically challenged. I am only 5'3". I love a good heel, and I'm not quite yet in the kitten heel phase, right? Not to say that there aren't statement heels in like a kitten heel length, but I'm definitely a pump kind of girl, okay? Give me a good pump, give me a good 100 millimeter, you know, type of heel. Statement heels are going to be all the rage. And like I said, of course, if you're someone who doesn't really prefer like a higher pump or stiletto, you've definitely got options in more of your kitten heel type of style as well. I think about the Tony Bianco mule that they did with like really cool kind of like stud features at the front, which are really, really exciting. Manolo Blahnik definitely makes some that are really exciting. And again, more of like that kitten heel you could look at. Amina Mawadi makes a lot of great, you know, heels that, of course, they got your pumps as well, but they've got some really comfortable like lower heels also. So of course you could find a gorgeous statement heel in more of like a comfortable kitten heel type of height. But then of course too, baby, for the pump girls, Saint Laurent has this one sling back, okay? She a little long, I ain't even gonna lie. Her snout is a little long. It's definitely getting in the corners, you know, and getting those baseboards, but she's beautiful. I love the black one that they have, again, sling back, and then it has like this like gold cap on the toe. I believe it has the YSL logo like embossed on it. Beautiful. Absolutely love this heel. I think it is stunning. Saint Laurent also did another sling back. A lot of sling backs and a lot from Saint Laurent. Honestly, I feel like Saint Laurent has been killing it right now with heels in general, but especially with statement heels. But they have this one in like a wine burgundy color. It's got this really cool kind of like structure to the heel, and then the heel is kind of like gold plated, kind of like metallic, if you will. Stunning as well. So statement heels in general, of course, with different metals that they're going to be putting on it, textures. I know there's been this Bottega heel that's going around too, that's got like this like furry fuzzy texture. It almost literally looks like you're walking around with like, I don't even know, like a teddy coat on your foot. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. So the statement heel is for me, okay? This is a trend that I can get with. I love heels. I love building just like my collection. And again, if you are someone who likes to keep the outfit a little bit more simple, a little more monochromatic, a little bit more chic and just kind of like timeless, but then you're like, I want a little bit of personality, a statement heel is a perfect place to do that. You could even have this statement heel with a little bit of animal print, kind of like we were talking about a little bit earlier. So statement heels, I think, are going to be a really fun way for us to see a little bit of everyone's personality. So moving on to our next trend, it is going to be the technical jacket. Now, when I think about this trend, I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm thinking North Face Steep Tech jacket, okay? So for all my Northeast New England girls, y'all definitely know what I'm talking about. North Face Steep Tech, you know, you're thinking like anorak jacket for this like technical jacket trend you're gonna see this year. I love it, okay? I love a good jacket. I love outerwear in general. Again, living somewhere where it is cold 6 months out of the year, baby, we need jackets out here, okay? And sometimes, of course, you're not always gonna need like a full-blown wool coat or a puffer coat. So I really love this kind of like technical jacket kind of feel. I have one actually in my collection from 30 years that I love and I wear down. I just love the way that it looks. It's got like the really high funnel neck, which I really enjoy. And it has like the little toggles around the waist and definitely gives kind of that technical utility jacket. I've also been eyeing one recently, okay, from Proenzo Schouler. It's completely sold out everywhere I have looked, and I blame myself because it went on super sale on a lot of different websites that I saw. I think this jacket retailed for $1,900 and then was on sale for $600. I had my notification set up and still missed the jacket. Okay, so don't worry, I'm keeping an eye out for her, but love this jacket. Definitely right on trend with the kind of technical jackets that we're talking about for 2025. Prada has also done a really great rendition of this, and then of course a lot of your high street brands have done their own kind of rendition and version of this as well. So I love this. I think this is going to be really fun for maybe more of our like sporty, athletic, athleisure, you know, girlies that are styling things. Of course, anyone can wear this, but I think of the folks that, you know, running around and maybe are in like a two-piece like jogger set, or, you know, a denim outfit, or even wearing your kind of like matching workout set. I think the technical jacket is gonna be really fun to still, again, dress up the look, elevate the look, add a little bit of something to it rather than just like your traditional puffer coat on the outer end. Love the technical jacket, and again, I'm telling you that the Boston girl in me, all I can think of is like, you know what? The North Face Steep Tech walked so that these technical jackets could run. All right, and for our last and final trend, we are going to be talking all things boho. Now, this is one that I have to say I'm actually excited for this year. Boho, again, as many of these trends, is not new whatsoever. We've seen boho kind of like trickle in and out over the last couple of years. This year, it is very much giving me Isabel Marant when I think of boho. It is giving me Chloe. And that kind of boho, I'm here for, okay? I am definitely here for this kind of boho. It doesn't feel costumey. It doesn't feel, I'm from Idaho. Not that there's anything wrong with Idaho, but you know what I'm saying? Like as a city girl, it didn't translate all the time for me. But when I think of the way, especially these two brands, like I said, Isabel Marant and Chloe have really been doing the boho chic type of look, I love it. I love it. I think there is something so effortless, so feminine, so girly about just this trend in general that I absolutely love. So you're gonna think a lot of like flowy pieces, flowy garments. You're gonna see a lot of like kind of like ruffles. You're gonna see a lot of like sheer kind of materials with a lot of these fabrics, and just a lot of movement, which is another thing I always think about when I think about boho. And then of course, what I love too with boho is that I find that it pairs very nicely with other trends as well. So you could get like a super feminine, flowy type of dress, but then add like a moto boot and then like a moto jacket with it as well. Or, you know, if you had a top like that, but then wanted to pair it with like a cargo, you know, oversized pant, and then could do just like a bomber jacket and then like a fitted on it as well. I just think there are a lot of different fun ways to do the boho look. Of course, you could go boho top to bottom, or you could just kind of pull different elements from this kind of trend into your looks as well. I actually recently saw, I think it was a TikTok or maybe an Instagram reel, maybe both. Y'all already know, from my girl Janae Naylor. I feel like she is definitely someone who takes a lot of trends but does them in a way that you could tell is true to her, but very timeless, very effortless, and I think also helps a lot of us figure out ways that we would want to style it. And she put together a look actually that very much gave Chloe, I actually think in the video she's wearing the Chloe belt. Love that belt down, okay? Love that belt down. But the look overall was just stunning. It was effortless. It definitely gave boho, but again, it didn't feel costumey. It didn't feel like she was trying too hard. It was just absolutely stunning, and I think this is a gorgeous way to do this trend. I'm excited for boho chic. You know, boho chic this year. I'm really pumped to see some of the pieces that come out. I'm excited to definitely get some pieces and elements to add to my wardrobe. Like I said, this is usually one that I traditionally stay away from just because it's not a way that I would normally describe my style, but I'm excited. I'm excited to definitely get some pieces and some elements to add to my wardrobe as well. I had to put on, you know, the prescription glasses to close out the video. Of course, these are not real prescription. These are from Saint Laurent, but baby, y'all know I love these glasses. But anyways, y'all, that is all that I have for today's video. I hope I wasn't going too fast. Like I said, I know we had a lot of things to cover, but I try to really get straight to the point, share some inspo here on screen, and hopefully you were able to get something from this video. Comment down below, let me know if there are any trends you're definitely gonna try. Are there any you're staying away from? Are there any trends that I didn't mention that you're like, yo, Nora, you definitely should have shared this with the family because this is what I'm shopping, this is what I'm seeing? Let's continue the conversation down below. Definitely thinking I'm gonna put together a video of me probably styling some of these trends as well. Probably not all of them because again, we're trying to be fiscally responsible in 2025. So gotta make sure it makes sense for my wardrobe. But if that is something you would also like to see, let me know as well. But other than that, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye y'all.